Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Camilla and I usually make travel videos here on my channel.
Thailand, what's up?
A lot from Thailand and from US Virgin Islands and Asia and everywhere.
Puerto Rico, Oslo, Bergen.
Nothing from Oslo.
Yeah, we were never in Oslo.
This summer.
Yeah, Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines, Bali, it just never ends.
All over the place.
All over the place.
But right now on my channel there is more New York content. This is episode 3 of the New York City apartment hunting series, and if you haven't watched episode 1, you should go back and watch that one. In that episode we talk a lot about the Wall Street apartments. We talk about how to apply for an apartment, how to find an apartment, how invasive it is.
How invasive the application process is.
Yeah. If you're new here and you haven't watched any of these episodes, how it works is that we take you around New York City and we show you apartments in different neighborhoods. We have covered Wall Street, Seaport, and in today's episode we're gonna cover Hudson Yards. We basically show you the apartments, the price, the square footage, and how much they cost, and then we tell you the pros and the cons of the apartment. And you find out at the end of this series if we're moving or not. We're currently living in the East Village in Stuytown and we love it. But yeah, we might be moving. In today's episode, we are gonna explore more of Hudson Yards, and it's kind of an up and coming neighborhood. But you don't like Hudson Yards too much, right?
No, not really. No, it's really far out west. It's a mix of like underdeveloped and overdeveloped. They're, trying to develop the whole place, but so that means everything is construction right now. I actually think it's overpriced. And then you're so far out west in Manhattan that it's like you're almost in New Jersey, but you're still paying New York prices. Might as well just go to New Jersey, save thousands of dollars on rent and taxes.
Yeah, it's so far out west that you have to take cabs to get around, or I mean you could walk 2-3 blocks from the train, but it is kind of an annoying neighborhood.
And I still think, I don't know, maybe it's like an old thing from how it used to be, but I still have this feeling that it's kind of a sketchy area. There's still like a lot of sketchiness, and when this lady comes home like at 11 at night or something from somewhere.
Ooh, that's late.
At that stage, at that hour, that's when, a lot of sketch starts coming out.
Exactly, gotta be careful. With all that said, let's jump into the first apartment. Okay, so the first apartment we viewed in Hudson Yards was called the Lewis, and it was a beautiful building, and it's built in 2018, and I actually liked the apartment a lot. Like, it was beautiful. We saw, I think, 2 apartments here, and again we saw this apartment with a leasing agent and a guy from Lofty that we talked about in the first episode. That, yeah, you can find out how that works in the first episode. Okay, so this was the first apartment we were looking at, and I liked the open kitchen and the finishes of the kitchen. You like that too, right?
Yeah, it had nice finishes.
Yeah, it was like all black.
I like the touches of black, like the black window frames and the black furniture in the kitchen with the dark wood. Mm-hmm. It gave it like a pretty cool vibe. And even here, I mean, our apartment here is all white, but because of all our travels, Camilla has given it a slight like jungle vibe or whatever. I don't know if it's more Bali or Tulum, but yeah, over there, like that would be right at home.
It was more masculine in a way.
Yeah, and also a bit more masculine.
And the floors were super nice.
The doors are nice too now that I'm looking at them.
The 2 bedrooms were laid out right next to each other, which is okay, but it's not ideal. As you see, the second bedroom, it's not that big. It had a closet and the view was not that nice. Like, it was located, I think, on the 4th floor or something. And then we move into the master bedroom. I like the black windows. I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too. The bathroom in there was really nice.
Yeah.
I remember, because it's also dark, and it's just nice to see something different. It's modern with a touch of dark, and it's different. It looks really cool.
Yeah, the tiling on
yeah.
the walls and the floor, the shower was really nice.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of standing showers. I like bathtubs. I like to take a bath once in a while.
But yeah, the bathroom was super nice and spacious. It was a good sized bathroom for a New York apartment. It also had a washer and dryer in the unit, which is kind of rare, but it's becoming more popular now in the new buildings, which is good. America, welcome. This unit had 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms, and the first bathroom was located inside the master bedroom. And then it had a good amount of closet space. Again, the kitchen was really nice. But the layout was just a little weird, right? We would have to have an island probably.
Yeah, an island. We'd have to put the TV on that wall that's facing the kitchen. And so you'd have to have like a floating couch in the middle, you know, like there. Yeah. And so suddenly the living room would become very cluttered. Basically, it wasn't enough space.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, when it comes to me at least, that's the main problem that I eventually had with every place we saw.
Yeah.
Was I don't want to lose space that we have here.
But I had a long hallway again.
I mean, it was a decent size.
Yeah,
like,
this was
definitely a decent size.
This was one of the larger apartments we saw.
This one was close, I think. Like
yeah, it was
size-wise, and you know, just it was very nice.
Finishes, yeah.
Ceilings look a little low. I don't remember how I felt about that when we saw the apartment, but
Me neither.
Here in the video, the ceilings look a little low.
But also keep in mind, we are filming some of this with a wide angle, so even if it looks large for you guys, it wasn't that
Yeah, the wide angle definitely like stretches out the space,
Yeah.
makes it look way more spacious than it was.
Yeah, so this was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and I think it was around $6,000, and then you would get 2 months free.
That's also the problem, is like it's really expensive. So you're all the way out in Hudson Yards, which is, you know, in terms of Manhattan, it's like in the middle of nowhere. And then you're paying, with concessions, you're paying $5,500 a month. And then after a year you're going up to $6,500 a month for a 2-bedroom that's more, I don't know if it's technically smaller than this place. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, lower ceilings, it feels more like boxy.
Yeah.
It's nice to have 2 bathrooms and the finishes are nice, but it's just not worth the price if you're gonna be all the way out there in a slightly smaller space.
And the second apartment we looked at in this building was also really, really nice, and it was higher up. I really liked this apartment. It had a cool layout. The living room was kind of spacious, and this was the master bedroom. It had a great view because it was higher up, and it was cool that it had a private bathroom inside.
Yeah, the bathroom's nice. For a master bedroom, it was a bit small.
Yeah, and it had 1 closet. But it was nice with the dining room, and I liked this kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen was nice.
With an island.
Yeah.
And then this is the second bedroom. And the second bathroom, the washer and dryer, which is great. And that was another big closet. Again, a bath in this bathroom, which is great.
This is the secondary bedroom. That's not the master bedroom, but it has 2 windows, better lighting, a kind of better layout.
Yeah.
It's just a better room, but it's not the master bedroom, so it doesn't have the bathroom in it, which is what we want.
Yeah.
So they kind of messed that up. Like, they should have put the master bathroom in this one and make that the master bedroom, and the other one is a smaller secondary bedroom with less light.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to choose, like, if we would have taken this apartment, which room would we have wanted, you know? Because this was 100% a nicer room, but you do really want your own bathroom as well. Also, this apartment was staged pretty cool.
Yeah, it really helps to see the furniture and to get a sense of space.
Yeah.
And,
I really, really liked the kitchen and the view. It just had a good energy, this building. And we talked about in the previous episodes, but the energy, you kind of feel it. Like, it had good lighting from the buildings. It had a kind of a cool layout that I haven't seen in any other apartments. Like, that's a cool view.
I don't like that view too much. You're just looking at, you know, people coming over the, what is that, the bridge? Yeah, it looks a little desolate.
Yeah, but the rooftop they had though, that's one of my favorite rooftops of all of the buildings we saw in this whole series. Like, as I said, since this building is from 2018, everything is brand new. and the fact that you can see the edge, you can see all these really cool like you can see the New Yorker. You feel like it's not so high up that you feel like you're not there, if that makes sense. Like it feels like kind of grounding. And it was really silent and really modern, and I loved all the greenery. This rooftop, yeah, it was one of my favorite views.
It feels a little empty to me, like it's just, you know, it's just a space.
I really liked it.
But it is spacious. The tiling on the floor looks nice.
Yeah. To sum up the price of these apartments,
the gross rent was $6,500, which is, you know, it's a lot. I think it was listed at $7,000 a month, and I guess the pandemic gross adjustment to that was $6,500.
But you had to sign a 14-month.
Yeah, so if you sign a 14-month lease, you get 2 months free, so you get a month off, you know, and that brings the net to $5,571. It's just too much money to live all the way out there in a space that's nice, but still we'd be like sacrificing space if we moved there, and sacrificing the neighborhood we live in now for a much worse neighborhood.
Yeah, after that year is up, you go back to the gross rent, which is $7,000.
I don't want to pay that after a year. I don't want to move after a year. I want a place where we can stay for a long time.
So we decided not to take that apartment, even though it's a beautiful apartment. Okay, so with that apartment out of the way, let's move on to the second apartment, which was called the Olivia. So yeah, the Olivia was located on 33rd Street, and that was built in 2000. So still pretty, no, it's not a new building anymore.
It's like 20 years old.
I was like,
old.
oh, that's a few years ago.
It's not old.
It was located on 33rd Street, kind of right next to Madison Square Garden,
Yeah.
which is, they called it Hudson Yards, but at least it's way more central.
I don't even know what that neighborhood's called. Is
Even
it
here it says Hudson Yards.
Hell's Kitchen? I don't know. Kind of feels like Hell's Kitchen, Chelsea, like yeah.
Yeah, we only saw one apartment there, and it was kind of a cool apartment. It was really high up, so it had a really cool view. Let us just jump into the video and we will show you. So you walk in here. It had a semi-open kitchen. Again, it has the same kitchen that I was complaining about in the last video. But look at that view. That's a pretty cool view.
Is pretty crazy.
This was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and this is a good size.
You almost get like the entire wall of, you know, the entire side of your apartment is just windows giving you a view of all of downtown Manhattan.
Yeah, like that's pretty cool for a bedroom.
Yeah.
And the bedroom was kind of a good size. I think that was the second bedroom.
Yeah.
And then it had a bathroom right outside and a washer and dryer, which is great. But yeah, that's the kind of kitchen. I'm not a fan of the little opening. It's not my vibe.
It's better than a fully closed kitchen though, right?
True,
You
true.
see people, you can hear them, you can talk. You can just pass me the food while I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. You can sit on the little
Cafeteria
bar.
style.
Exactly. That's how I feel, like a housewife kitchen.
Like it's a cafeteria.
That's why I don't like it. The bathrooms were nice.
I don't like the sink in the bathroom.
Yeah, it looks a little flimsy.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, you could break it off.
If you're really drunk.
Yeah, we don't drink.
No. It had a nice floor. And then you walk into the master bedroom, and John is excited because he's gonna show me the big closet. You can almost rent that out in New York.
Yeah, I mean,
It's almost like a home office.
it would be, yeah. You
Yeah.
could make it into a home office.
And a private bathroom inside the bedroom is really nice. The only thing is this is the master bedroom, but it had less windows than the first, no?
I don't know why they do that.
But again, it is a cool view. And the size of the bedroom is fine, but again, the wide angle makes it look bigger. It could probably make it work.
Well, again, the neighborhood, you're closer to you know, 8th Avenue and all that, and to the train stations. The train stations are right at Madison Square Garden for Penn Station, but it's still, you know, far west, and it's not a great neighborhood, period. I mean, it's by Madison Square Garden. It's a mix of being like a really quiet area, but then you go one avenue over and it's just a complete mess. You know, it's just tourism everywhere. It's 34th Street and all that. And then the apartment itself, it's just too small.
Yeah. But the view though, whew, and this incredible closet was, yeah, that's really cool. But the building was cool. It didn't have the best energy that we've been talking about, but the gym was cool. That's
even
a pretty
now,
cool
actually,
gym
that's a good point. The energy. So like now I'm looking at the video, and even in the video, I'm just like, the place feels dead.
Yeah.
Even the apartment felt.
It felt a little like deserted.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a nice view to have in your gym. And it had a really cool rooftop. I mean, really cool, it's just a rooftop, but it was silent and you could see the edge on the left side and you could see the New Yorker, I believe. Yeah, the New Yorker right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool view.
At night when it lights up, it's great for some pictures.
Instagram, my Instagram would be lit. It needs it. But yeah, you can see all the way down to World Trade Center, which is really cool. So yeah, as John said, we would pay more for less space. So the cost for this apartment was...
So this is over $6,000. It's $6,270 gross. I forget if there were any concessions. There had to have been.
Yeah, usually most of them had 2 or 3 free months.
Again, it's not worth it because after a year, you really want to pay $6,000 a month. And when we go traveling to cover that rent by renting out our rooms and stuff or our apartment would just be too much of a hassle.
Yeah. As I mentioned in the other videos, if you love any of the apartments we're showing you and if you're interested, you can check them out on Street Easy. They might not have the exact one we're showing you, but they have a lot of similar ones. So yeah, that's that on the second apartment in Hudson Yards. We decided not to go for it. So let's jump into the third apartment. Okay, so the third apartment was 505 West 37th Street. So it's located on 37th Street. And this apartment was built in 2009. But again, the energy in this place it didn't feel good at all, right?
It's not just the energy, I mean, it wasn't nice.
Yeah, we will show you 3 apartments in this building. We viewed them with a leasing agent. He was really nice. But yeah, we will show you how each apartment looked like and the price of each one of them. So this is the first apartment we looked at. It had a closet on the right side when you walked in, and this is the first bedroom, which I believe is the master bedroom. Yeah, because it had its own separate. This was also a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It had a bathroom in our bedroom, which is always nice. The view is okay, but it looks kind of like just a construction site, no?
Yeah.
And it's not a good size on the bedroom.
Well, for us, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, here. This is the second bathroom, and I hate like the vanity lights above. It just looks like juvenile. And you didn't like the bathrooms either, right?
No, the bathrooms were nothing special. I mean.
And it was also hard to vision how it would look like because the bathroom was so dirty. And also here in the second bedroom, yeah, the walls were pink and they're gonna paint them white, but when the apartment is not staged and completely clean and white, it just lowers the value of the apartment, in my opinion, when you view it. I mean, I am able to visualize how good it could be, but it didn't help this apartment in particular.
There's just nothing really good to say about this apartment. Yeah, it had a balcony.
It had a balcony.
With a decent view, but the apartment was just not nice.
It's an open kitchen. I want an open kitchen, but not like this. We might sound spoiled sometimes, but when you view so many apartments, and if you love the apartment you live in and you want to move, you want to
You want to be excited about it,
Yeah.
right? If you're making a move, you want to be excited about the place you're moving into.
Yeah. This exact apartment was 4,533 gross.
Which is not bad.
Net, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, it was more expensive, and then you got 2 months off. So it would take you down to 4,500, which means next year we would pay again probably over probably 5,500 or something, which is not worth it for that apartment.
And again, like that apartment, it feels like this weird mix of modern luxury with the floor-to-ceiling windows, but then everything else feels like a 4-story walk-up apartment.
They're like, here are some leftover floors we have.
Yeah.
This is the second apartment we viewed in this building, again with a closet on the right side and the bedroom on the left side. And this apartment was lower down, I believe. So the view, you felt like closer to the other buildings and you could see the common area outside your window. This apartment also had a bathroom inside the bedroom, which is nice. Again, same bathroom layout, kind of the same layout as the other one, just lower down and no balcony, which in my opinion, this apartment was worse than the first one we saw, right?
Exactly the same.
Just without.
Just on a lower floor.
And without a balcony.
All right, yeah.
You could literally see right into the DHL building. Like I felt like I was working at DHL when I was there.
Yeah.
I was like, do you guys need help? Yeah, not a fan of this apartment. That apartment was net 4,625, which means it would probably be 5,700 something after a year, which again, it's not worth it, especially for this apartment.
Yeah, not at all.
Nah. So then let's move on to the third and the last apartment in that building. So yeah, you walk in, you have a little hallway. Again, closets on the bed. The bathroom was on the right side here, which was different. It was a little different layout on this apartment. I believe it was larger. Yeah, it was larger. You see it has a way longer hallway. The bedrooms are further away from each other, which is always a good thing. But I don't want to look right into that concrete building. It did have good closet space and a private bathroom, I remember. This apartment was bigger and more of a square layout, which makes it easier to lay it out. The kitchen was separate. I mean, this is a nice kitchen. Don't misunderstand me. It's a really nice kitchen. But the view here and yeah, I don't know. What did you think about this one?
Looking at it in the video, oddly enough, I actually don't like that there's so many windows.
Yeah, me neither.
Like where are the walls so we can put stuff, you know?
And I like windows, and
this
even
is
for
literally
me,
just a glass box.
Yeah.
And you're living fairly low to the ground so that, you know, you see them, they see you.
I like windows if it's high up and you have some sort of privacy. I don't want my whole hallway, like how it was here,
literally somebody could just throw a
windows.
rock at you and break your windows.
This specific apartment was, since that was the largest one, it was net 4,800, which means it was probably almost 6,000 after a year, which is, again, repeating ourselves, not worth it. That building had a really nice rooftop though, so creds to them. That's a cool rooftop, and people were actually there. It felt a little more alive than the previous building we saw. You can see the vessel, that's always cool. You can see Empire and
yeah, it had
Liberty.
a cool layout. You could like hang out with your friends in one of these little booths.
Yeah, it felt more alive, and I could easily see me and all my friends hanging out there. Apart from a really cool rooftop, that was it, right? For that building.
Yeah. It's just a weird mix of nice building with amenities, cool rooftop, catering to like a luxury crowd, and then the apartment is a mishmash of old and new.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for me.
Me neither. You could see the New Yorker though, but that's about it. But yeah, so we decided to not take any of the apartments in Hudson Yards either. So yeah, that wraps up our third episode of the New York City apartment hunting series. And next week we will show you my dream apartment, and that will be the last episode. in that
We saved the best for last though.
yeah, this is my dream apartment, and it's so annoying because I can see that apartment from
Everywhere.
anywhere I am. Like,
Anywhere you are in the city, it's there, like waving at you, like hey.
yeah, I could even see it from any of the rooftops when we were looking at all these apartments. I saw that apartment and I'm like, oh, that's just triggering that I know that apartment is there. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching our 3rd episode. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already done that. It actually helps the channel out a lot. And yeah, let's start a conversation in the comment section. Let me know, did you like any of these apartments? They're all nice apartments. It's just not what we're looking for. Are you planning on moving to New York? Are you planning on moving out of New York? Are you, yeah, whatever it is, let us know in the comments below.
What do you think of these prices? And these are prices after concessions during the pandemic. We went to see these apartments when everybody was saying now is the time to get an apartment because the prices have dropped.
Yeah.
And we've showed you the prices. What do you think of that?
It might still blow your mind, which I understand, but it's New York, you pay to live in New York City. Oh, yeah.
I could hate on New York City prices because I'm from New York. You guys out in, I don't know
in
where
the
you
comment
are.
section.
Yeah. You know, just take a minute to think about it a little bit.
Yeah, and be nice. When we're sharing, it's a lot of apartment tours. People are not sharing prices that often because you get slammed in the comment section. But we want to give you as much value as possible, so that's why we're sharing this and being open about it, telling you guys our budget, etc. So yeah, just keep that in mind. We will see you guys next week with the 2 last apartments of this series. Bye.
Bye.